Guys, so I'm presenting my local AI assistant. It's a multi agentic framework. It's local, so it will work with open source model like from Ollama. So I configure it with Ollama. So it will work on our local PC. And I utilize agentic multi agentic framework Swarm. It's from Open AI. I use it with Ollama, and I created a multi agentic AI assistant. I will demonstrate. I will give you a demonstration in a while. So here, if you see, this is a Swarm. It's a lightweight multi-agentic orchestration framework. It's still under development. I use it and it's worked for me. Here you see, this is an example from OpenAI side. There are two agents, and they can orchestrate. Orchestrator can give a specific task to that specific agent. Let's first of all, let's dive to the presentation. So here's presentation I created. If you see what is Nouva, Nouva is a command line. It's a command line AI assistant designed for flexibility and scalability. Support integration with multiple AI models and tools, and aim to provide a modular, efficient solution for a driven task. So basically, we can integrate multiple tools and create multiple agents in this AI assistant with a Swarm infrastructure. So for now, I created four or five agents. I will show you in a while. So here, if you see configuration, so it can be configured with Ollama, and we can configure it with OpenAI the API, or also Gemini API. So for now, it is capable to work with Ollama and OpenAI API. So tool access, it have tool access to like DuckDuckGo search, code interpreter, Python code execution, and then stock price, and we can expand it to calendar and task management, and Gmail integration and file search, and so on. So as you see, it's a local AI assistant. It will work for on our local laptop. So my aim is to expand it with more agents and tools which a normal person needs in daily life, like task management and Gmail and notes management sort of thing. So here score is it's a CLI base, as I told you. It's a lightweight, seamless integration, and it's work with Ollama and other stuff. So here is a working of that model. I just created some screenshots. I will show you the actual live demonstration as well. So here I just told it what is AI in two lines. So it just gave me a simple command. It doesn't use any tool in this one. In this stuff, it's a normal response, and then calculate this 9 and 5. 7 into 9, so it's 64. And then I gave it a response like I told it Python code to request a URL. So it gave me a Python code, but it's a normal response. Okay. From here onwards, here you see it's using tools. Okay. So what is weather in Mardan? So here it's give me first it give me a Mardan in Turkey. So it's give me that is this temperature and humidity, wind, and other stuff. And then I told him Mardan in Pakistan. So here it's giving me the temperature for Mardan in Pakistan. So after that, there is a other agent. This one is another agent, stock price prediction agent. So no, it's a stock price agent. Okay. So uh, I give a query that get me stock price of Apple. So it's transferred to the stock price assistant, and then it give me stock price for Apple. I use Y Finance for stock price, and for weather I use a Open Weather API. And then after that, I just also ask get me a stock price of Nvidia. So it give me it give me the stock price for Nvidia. If you can see it here. Okay. After that, this is a DuckDuckGo search agent. So here I told him to search on internet uh, what is quantum computing. So it's transferred to the orchestrators transfer it to the DuckDuckGo assistant, and then it's search for that specific query. Okay. After that, I told him write and execute Python code to print array from 0 to 10. So it's transferred to a Python REPL assistant. So REPL it's a Python library. I just use it for code executions of from for Python. So here you see it's execute the code and then give me the array. Okay. After that, I told it write me a Fibonacci series. The spelling is Fibonacci is wrong here. Sorry for that. Code in Python and execute to find 20th Fibonacci series number. So it's just transfer it to the to that execution assistant. After that, it's give me it's write a code like this is a code if you see, and then it's find the n20 like what is the 20th number of Fibonacci series. So it's give me the output like 20th Fibonacci number is 6765. Okay. So what are the use cases of this Nova? So we can it can be a research assistant. We can add like tools like agents like integrated with the archive and Wolfram Alpha and more for math stuff and for the research papers. And then it can be like programming support. It can give us programming support like fetching some URL and or some give some code stuff and execute it by itself. And then data analysis, it can search for files and contents and summarize it, and uh, some other use cases. It have a lot of use cases in our daily life. Then current progress, as I told you, I integrate some few assistant. I gave you a example of that as well, like DuckDuckGo and Code Interpreter and Archive Agent. Then we can it can be a multi-model support. It have a multi-model support as well. We can give more a separate model to each agent if we want. Uh, Otherwise, we can give a default model to every agent. Okay. Then modular design. It's a modular design, so we can integrate multiple modules like multiple agents and tools. I will show it in a while. And then in future development, we can integrate multiple tools. We can make a GUI for that as well, and then it enhance model support. We can add more advanced models as well. So what is conclusion for that? Nova bring us AI on our fingertips. Like we can it can help us in our daily stuff. Like for example, a common man can do a single task at a time. So these agents can help him to do multiple tasks. So it's his two hands can be 10 hands and more. Then it can scalable and modular. So and a step towards personalized efficient AI integration. So let's move to the code first. Okay. So here is the code. It's a main file. Let me close this. Okay. So here's, if you can see, there are some directories in a main folder. This is a main file. Inside that, this project directory, we have a agents folder. It contains all our agents, existing agents, which are working, and then the tools which that agents can be, particular agents can be used. Then here from Swarm we import Swarm, and for .env like the environment variables we use .env. Let's move to the main file. So here we have the agents folder. Inside the agent we have multiple agents as well as the manager agent. Manager agent can manage all the other agents. So we will look into it in a while. And then the helper functions, move to the main function again. So here is the in the main function, if you can see, we just print the welcome note first, and then here we are assigning the main agent manager agent from here to the agent, and then in a while loop we are just chatting with that this AI, AI assistant. So here it's get our input, and then it use the orchestrator to orchestrate the input, like which tool it will use. So after that, uh, it will then tool use using that tool, it's a user input, then the input will it can append to the messages for the for remembering history, and then the client and run. So it can run the agent, like the which agent it's using, like the manager agent, sorry. And then the message will be passed to the agent, and the response, after the response is come, it will print to us, like you can see here. And then we can also print the agent as well, which agent gave that response. Then just move to the tool and agents. Like first we will uh, see the manager agent. Okay, so in the manager agent we are calling all the other agents. So and these agents have the access to the respective tool from this tool repository. Then here you see we are loading the model from the env, and then here are some functions like transferring to which agent, manager agent have the access to transfer to every other agent. So these are just the definition of that transferring the security to that particular agent. Okay, then there is a manager agent. We are importing the agent from the swarm, and then here you see we name it the agent, then the instruction, what's your purpose, and then there are the functions which contain all the agents we have, like which function you're calling, like it is from this function, transferring function. So it will call any function from it, and then after that it will give the it will call the other like these any other agent from these. Okay, the respective agent. So in the agent, like we will see the let's see the stock price agent. So here you can see uh, we are importing agent from the swarm, and then we created an agent, a stock price agent, and it's here we gave it a tool. So from tool stock price tool, we import a function tool get tool price, stock price, and then we are using the model, like we can specify other model for each agent if we want, like smaller from for like simple agents, and we make the big model for the complex agents. So here it have the access to one tool only. We can give a multiple tool, like if it's a stock price analyst, so we can give multiple tools to it as well. So like the weather agent, here you see it have the access to the weather tool just. And for the DuckDuckGo, here you see go. So here if you see the it have the access to the search DuckDuckGo tool, and then the archive. So here it's have the access to the search archive. So let's talk about the tools. So like first stock price tool. So here we created a function, and this function, it will just run stock price for this specific ticker mean the symbol for that specific company, like Google, for Google, or Nvidia, or they have some specific symbols. So it take the Y Finance. It's using the Y Finance library. So it take that specific mm, symbol, uh, and then it give us a stock, and the stock that history and period, it's one day, like previous one day what is stock, and then stock it's a give us a stock info. So from that it's just returns the last price from for the stock. So like you can check the Python execution tool. So it is a tool. It will give us a code. The agent will give it a code, and then that code will then run by this Python uh, RPL. So it's a execution library. So it will give us a result. For the weather app tool, here you see we are using the weather API from Open Weather Map. So it will give us a weather stuff as well. So we will just due to a shortage of time, we will move to the execution of this. So let's do a demonstration of it. So first, it will give us a welcome note, and then we can exit by typing exit or bye or goodbye. Just first check for this stock price agent. So it will call the stock price agent and it gives a response. If you see here, uh, it's here. If you see, it's transferred to the stock price agent. If we see here, it's transferred the manager agent. If we see here, so manager agent, where is it? The stock price. It transfer it to the stock price uh, tool agent here. So this that agent, where is the stock price over here? So this agent uh, use the stock price tool from the tools and give us a response. Just check the other agent like weather agent. If suppose just start it. Okay. uh, like weather agent we are checking this. Just clear it first. So let's check the weather agent. What is weather in Haripur? It's a city in Pakistan. So it will give us the here you see Haripur is a district, also a city in Pakistan. So the current weather in Haripur, Pakistan is it's the temperature, the humidity, and then the other stuff. Okay. Same it will replicate uh, the same process I told for the manager agent, and then check for the let's check for the DuckDuckGo. Such like I will like search for symbolic AI. Let's give it a query so it will transfer to the that specific uh, stuff, and then give us the symbolic AI search result. So it gives us a archive for the some paper here. If you see, and if I think I just if I increase the if I give it like wait, where is the good tool and the results, uh, the result maximum result I give it a 5. So it can give me 5 maximum result, or I can give it any argument, so it can give us stuff from here as well. So here if you see, it give us a that specific URL for that specific paper, and there's a title for that paper of this paper, and then it's give us just another link from towards that AI introduction to symbolic AI. So it is also from the web search. Okay. So these are some the demonstration. Hope you like it, and we can improve it further by adding some other stuff or other tools, and then we can also improve the orchestration of these tools as well, and then we can use some other models. So for now, we use this Swarm framework from the OpenAI. Like we can improve it further if this framework improves more, and then we can add some others like best tools like for suppose we can add agents which can navigate from in our directories on our local computer. We will be adding some other tools like it can read files from our directory, move to that specific directory and just read file for us, and then some other stuff as well, like we can make some agents for which have the ability to uh, access some databases or reg databases. So that will be our future goals. So thank you for so much for now. Hope you like it. Stay blessed.